Do you struggle asking someone to help you? Is there some sort of maybe some pride, or because let's face it, sometimes asking for help is kind of a vulnerable thing, right? You expose a weakness in a way.
Thank you for tuning into the show, whether you are watching this on martialartsmedia.com or on YouTube or listening while on the move on iTunes, Spotify, or Stitcher. This is the Martial Arts Media Business Podcast. My name is George Fourie, and on this show we interview top martial arts school owners, share success stories, share martial arts stories from great martial arts experts, and then we talk about lead generation and marketing strategies in between. So a quick heads up before we jump into the show. I just wanted to make sure that you are already part of our Martial Arts Media business community. It is our free Facebook group where we hang out every day. We talk about lead generation, marketing, and all things martial arts. You can jump in by either clicking a link close to this video or go to martialartsmedia.group. So not martialartsmedia.com, just martialartsmedia.group. That'll take you there. That's the best place for you to go after the show. We are in there every day, and there's a bunch of free resources that we have already uploaded into the group. Things about how to attract the right students, how to increase your sign-up base, how to retain more members, etc. So jump into the show. I will catch you in the group once the show is done. Enjoy. I'll speak to you soon.
Hey, Georgia, I hope you're well. Want to quickly chat about moving faster, getting things done faster and struggling less. So a quick backstory. When I got started marketing, online marketing, it was a bit of a different world. We didn't have access to social media and this two-way conversation on the internet that we really take for granted. This way to communicate flawlessly and send messages back and forth and video chat and so forth. It was a bit more old school. It was quite difficult to get information. To get information, you would really have to read. The coaching movement wasn't that big either. You would have to buy, well, in my circle at least, it wasn't, probably was, it just wasn't in my sphere of what I was exposed to. So, I had to start out with books and really, really struggle to get things done and learn things. And, when I look back on it, it's not a way I'd recommend to get started with anything. Take martial arts, for example. Imagine buying a book and trying to learn martial arts. You're going to struggle, right? Because you don't have a coach. You don't have someone that's actually helping you and showing you and directing you and correcting your moves and pointing you in the right direction. When I got started, it was a big struggle. I started out direct response marketing with Google Ads. And I saw that as the only viable way to get people to buy things online. It's all there was, right? I mean, there was maybe Yahoo and a couple of other things. No Facebook, no social networks, unless you could advertise on MySpace. It was a big struggle. It was a really big struggle. I lost so much money. And now if I look at it, it wasn't actually a lot of money. It was nothing compared to what I'd lose now in a campaign to figure things out. But when you've never made money, and it just feels like you're pouring money into this hole and there's never a return other than seeing somebody might have clicked on it and you just don't know why and you don't know who to ask. It's kind of this dark road. And I think I've shared the story before, but I mean, I poured money into Google day in and day out and I reached my last $300. It was my last $300 that I was ever going to spend on this business thing. And I was really about to throw in the towel because it was just too difficult. I got to about $32 left and I made a sale for $37. The best $37 I've made in my entire life because I got a conversion. I got somebody in a country different than mine to buy a product from me without ever seeing me. That was the most exciting moment of my life because that was opportunity and grew from there. And one sale came after the other. The reward of that was just phenomenal. But would I recommend anybody struggle like that to get it done? No, it's too hard. That comes down to really what I'm trying to get across in this podcast is, do you struggle asking someone to help you? Is there some sort of maybe some pride, or because let's face it, sometimes asking for help is kind of a vulnerable thing, right? You expose a weakness in a way. And I know for a lot of guys, it's a hard thing to do. Sometimes I think there's there could be like an ego attached to it, right? Something that I've got to figure this thing out myself and get it done myself. Almost like a pride of, I figured it out. I struggled through this. It could go even deeper. Like maybe there's a deep-rooted belief about money where you feel that money doesn't come easy. It's hard to make money. And because it's hard to make money, you kind of got to struggle to make your money. And that gives you some sort of significance. I don't know. I often see that. It can be hard to ask for help. So how would I recommend doing things now is just get a coach. Just speak to people who have done the things that you're trying to do. In our case, it's helping martial arts school owners with lead generation, marketing, and where I don't have the knowledge, I ask other martial arts school owners for the help. And, we co-create different projects and we create information that can help other school owners as well. But at the end of the day, you need to have a coach, and a coach is just someone that can look at it from the outside looking in and can see where you're potentially making the same mistakes and the same pitfalls that the coach had, and can help you correct course. No matter what business you look at, martial arts is a very unique business, but business in general, there's always these limiting things that come up with the entrepreneur and obstacles and bottlenecks, which, fall into a set amount of categories of lead generation, marketing, scaling, team building, leadership, etc. Anyway, so how would I have done it? If I knew what I knew now back then and thought I want to start Google ads, I would have, instead of just reading Mike Rhodes and actually it was Perry Marshall's book back then, I would have probably scraped together all the money I had and virtually knocked on Perry Marshall's door and asked him, hey, can you coach me? Can you show me how to do this? And it would have saved me a couple of years, a lot of struggles, a lot of frustrations, and got the job done instantly. And that's a big thing that I think a lot of people don't look at coaching and sees, well, hang on, that's really expensive. It's too much money. But what is time worth? What is time worth? Because you might spend the next year figuring out how to do something that is a year of your time, a time that you could spend with your family or doing something else in your business. And over and above the time, you've got the opportunity cost as well, the opportunity cost of time just going by. So look, if you want help with something, whatever that is, marketing, whether that's us or someone else, just get help. Ask for help. You might feel a bit vulnerable in the moment, but kind of just get over it and just ask for help. Get someone to help you, show you the shortcuts. It's a lot less painful than just struggling and plying through and not getting where you want to go. Anyway, I hope that's helpful. If you do need help with marketing and lead generation and scaling your school in that way, then reach out, shoot me a message wherever you see this video, or reach us at martialartsmedia.com. Anyway, hope you're well. Speak soon. Cheers.
Thanks again for tuning in. Was it helpful? Did you get something of good value for your martial arts business? Then please do me a favor and let us know. Leave us a comment wherever you watched or listened to this, or just head over to iTunes and just leave us an awesome review. That way we'll know that we are on the right track, and we'll keep bringing you great shows with great interviews, sharing great strategies and tips. So if you haven't yet, now's a good time to head over to our group, martialartsmedia.group. That's the Martial Arts Media business community. I'll see you in the group, and I will see you on the next show.